Welcome to Real Talks with Nav, and today we have a special guest, Naomi. She's going to tell you guys a little bit about herself, who she is.
My name's Naomi, like Nav said, and I am a stylist. I have a salon in East Village with two other business partners, and we kind of do like a little suite rental. So we each have our own separate businesses within there. And I also educate as well for a brand called Kevin Murphy.
So how long have you been open?
Since COVID or just in general?
In general.
I've been open. Well, our space has been it'll be 2 years in December. And prior to that, we were in Citizen. So, yeah, I've been on my own for maybe about almost 4 years. Prior to this, I worked for an amazing salon for like 9 years. And it was a really good foundation. And I think I wouldn't change that, but now having my own thing and my own schedule, well, you would know, it's nice to be your own boss. I don't have a schedule. Yeah, you can you make your own schedule.
Not in my case. Everybody else makes my schedule in my case.
You just show up, which is also nice.
Yeah, that works too.
Yeah.
So how long have you been in the beauty industry? Because you said 9 years previously, and then.
Yeah, I've been probably close to 12 years now. I've been a stylist. So I did like my training in Victoria and then ended up out here. So it's been a little while now.
So how has COVID treated you and your business, I guess?
Well, I mean, personally, like having that 3 months off, like I have two little girls, so being able to be home with them. I know there's a lot of like not great things, but that was just like a really good reset for me.
Oh yeah.
Personally, yeah, I'm sure
100%.
For you.
That's 100%.
Yeah.
You kind of need it in life, right?
You do.
And especially when you work for yourself, you never get that break that you really want. And this was kind of like a break.
Yeah. And you don't feel guilty. Like you didn't have to feel guilty about it because it was like you were forced to take it. So for me, I just got a lot of time to just be still and think, and definitely got my wheels turning about a lot of different things. So I think, that space was great in that sense. And luckily, I think I had, saved up enough that I wasn't. Because I think that's a really stressful thing for a lot of people. And then, I got to open back up. So it was nice that people were excited to get back in. Exactly. I'm sure you were like excited to get your haircut.
I didn't have that much of an issue. My brother's a barber.
Oh, you had someone in the family circle.
Yeah, my brother's a barber, so because you're allowed to do it on your own family, that was good.
You lucked out.
Yeah, I lucked out. And as far as like taking a break, I'm sure a lot of people did take a break.
Yes.
I never got to take a break because we're in essential business.
Yeah.
So we were actually working during this whole time while everybody else was closed.
Yeah.
And the reason why I kind of started this was my brother was going through a similar situation where they were closed. And then they had to go through this hard time of 3 months of closing and all that period, which is why we decided to put this podcast together, this video stuff, to give businesses opportunities to get their names out there again, get them branded again, right? Just so it gives something back. Because we were able to run, but it doesn't mean that everybody was.
Yeah.
And if we can give something back to our community, that's exactly what we're trying to do now.
I love
with our podcast. Now that you're back up and running, how long have you been running again?
So I decided like when they at first they said we could open, I think it was like the 15th, and I just didn't feel quite peace about it, and then it was the 25th. So I opened officially June, I think it was like the 8th. So it's been a few months now. But it was hard to make some of those decisions because you have people that are just so excited to come back.
And like, so what is your safety protocol going on there?
We have right from the start, we've made everyone wear a mask, and then obviously we wear a mask as well. And we have a pretty small studio, so we have 3 stations, but we've only been using 2, so that we're making sure that we're, 6 feet apart or whatever. And then we obviously have to clean in between each client and all of our tools. I'm sure you know from
my brother tells me all the time.
Yeah.
It's like every client leaves, we got to clean up the whole space, sanitize it, then the next person can come in. So it's like what you were able to do with like 20 clients a day, now you're able to do 10
Yeah.
because of the way that the
Yeah.
process goes now.
It's definitely changed. You can't just sneak people in the same way that you used to.
Oh yeah, definitely.
And kids, I feel like kids cuts are trickier now too, because in the beginning it was kind of like, then you also have to bring an extra person with you, and whether or not they follow the rules or wear a mask is a little bit harder.
Oh yeah, kids
So-
definitely is a little bit hard because then you have your parents with you, and then trying to keep the kids still.
Yeah.
Trying to do a
Yeah, they're
haircut,
just sometimes a little unpredictable. So we kind of didn't do kids for the first bit. Now we'll kind of sneak them in when we can. But yeah, we definitely have had to do less people because we need more time to clean.
But is that a good thing or a bad thing?
You know what? Part of my personal journey has just been boundaries. So I used to like this kind of industry, you can just put people in everywhere, you know. They text you and you're like, okay, I can find you a spot.
Yeah.
And so it's forced me to have more boundaries, which is a good thing for me. On the flip side, it's just making sure that I'm charging.
Yeah.
You know,
Exactly.
So.
Well, the thing, obviously, now that you're doing more, close-up services are pretty tough. Like even my brother, I kind of think like that's crazy. But you know, it is what it is. We all got to make a living,
Just figure it out.
And at the same time, you know, we're all gonna grow our hairs and look like apes if we don't get ourselves treated.
Everyone needs haircuts. That doesn't stop. That's for sure.
Exactly. So how do you like the industry overall?
Oh, I love it. I think I was very fortunate to find it when I did, and for me, it's kind of just like a mix of all the things that I really love, and just helping people, and but it was really cool actually on the break. I had a lot of time to think, and that's why I was saying like how you guys are doing all this stuff. Like it's something that I just think it's really cool to just talk to different people and use their stories to help other people. And like being a hairdresser, you get to meet so many different people, and it's an incredible thing, like the connections and the relationships you make.
It's like therapy.
For them and for you. You know, like
when you're sitting down getting a haircut for an hour or so, you're just sitting there talking about your life.
Yeah.
I talk to my brother all the time. He tells me all the stories in the world. He's like, hey, I got to talk to this person. They know about this. It's like, hey, dude, you got to know personal life stories too sometimes. And it's cool, right? Because like you build a relationship, you build a bond with the customer, and it goes a long way.
Oh, 100%.
Right? And then referrals through those people. It's like, you know what? It's care like nurturing for even the barbers or stylists to kind of be like, hey, we're close with our clients.
Oh, for sure.
You know what I mean? They talk to probably you guys more than they talk to their own friends.
One of my guy clients said that. He's like, she knows more than my girlfriend does, you know, like, because like, you see them like every couple weeks or whatever. And you do over the years. It's like, they become your friends too.
Yeah.
Which is really cool. So yeah, I had actually like on the break, there's definitely a few clients that called, I think they missed like the conversation. Yeah. So that was pretty special. Yeah. So you can find me on the EastLaugh website. You'll just look for my link, which is Follicles Studio. And then there's also Jenny from the Nook and UX Amy on there as well. And then my Instagram handle is follicle.studio. And our salon's located on 535 8th Avenue Southeast in East Village.